Hey, how's it going, mina folks? I hope everybody is having a great day out there in this beautiful world. And just wanted to talk today a little bit about the idea of motivation versus discipline. I've heard a few people talk about it before, not in the recent past, because I can't remember any names or anything I've read, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times at the end of the day, nearing my bedtime, I'll feel very motivated to accomplish a goal or a feat that I aim to achieve. And by the time I wake up in the morning, a lot of that motivation is lost. And I think that's pretty normal. But that being said, I wanted to kind of show the divide of motivation and discipline. And just wanted to read some definitions to have a starting point. But the definition of motivation is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. So maybe you're sitting at home eating some chips and you see a commercial for some Nike commercial or something, and it reminds you, oh yeah, I got to be healthy, exercise is good, that's good, I got to do that, look how fun they make it, they're wearing really cool sexy looking clothes, I'm going to get on the treadmill tomorrow and pump out an hour of cardio. But then when the next day comes, you find that you no longer feel like doing it, and that trip to the gym is like a trip to the moon. It just feels impossible. So next, I wanted to read the definition of discipline, which is the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. Now, I don't know how much the latter part, using punishment to correct disobedience, I'm going to really get into that part, but discipline is kind of, to me, discipline is the act of doing something when the time has come and you really don't want to do that thing. So, say you're a new parent and your kid is crying in the next room. It takes discipline when you only have like 2 hours of sleep, operating off of that, and you got to get out of bed and deal with this crying little baby. That kind of takes discipline. It's I guess on the other side, the punishment is if you don't go and talk to the baby or help him or her out, you will suffer in terms of more crying. But that's really in my own head where the idea of motivation and discipline break apart, because success, motivation does not bring success. As much as we like to talk about motivation and in terms of how it can bring success, to me, I don't think motivation is really directly tied to success whatsoever, other than having a starting point. If you weren't for some reason or another pushed in a certain direction, then I guess you would have never gone that direction. So motivation is good in a directional sense, but to actually get you to that point, motivation will do nothing for you. It will, if anything, give you a false sense of security that because you have that motivation, you might be more confident in accomplishing a goal, but then when the time comes, you don't have the discipline to do it. So discipline is very important in achieving your goals, in achieving mostly anything, because that discipline, that doing what we don't want to do at those times that are hardest, really are the instances that will get us to where we want to be. Not just wanting to be somewhere, but to put in the effort and the discipline will bring us closer to that end goal. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Hopefully this little dialogue was coherent and understandable and made some sense. Don't know if it helped anybody out there, but for me personally, I wanted to talk about it because motivation is cheap. They say talk is cheap. Motivation is cheap. You can find motivation under any rock, anywhere, pretty much. It doesn't take much to get motivated, but really discipline is the sticking factor. It's the hard thing to do. And I've noticed in myself that as much as I can be motivated on any given topic or feat, it gives me no benefit. If I don't have that discipline built into me, then I'm not going to get where I want to be. So discipline is extremely important in achieving your goals and getting to where you want to be, because facing those things are ultimately what will bring us there. And it's like they say, it's the hardest thing to do is often the most right. So that's all I wanted to say today. Hopefully I've given you a little bit to think about, and hopefully you'll work like me to better your discipline one step at a time. It's not all about finding motivation, but really strengthening that discipline. And even if you're not amazing at it right now, it's okay to take it in baby steps. You know, it's you might be motivated to develop your discipline right now, but if you don't keep doing it, then you won't get that discipline. So take baby steps. Don't be afraid to fail. Do things and do them with commitment. Don't do them because it's easy at that moment or because it's what people are telling you to do. Just do it because there's an inner drive to do the hard thing, and because that hard thing will get you close to your end goal. This is kind of a tangent, but I've been reading and looking a lot into the whole political sphere, especially in the United States right now. And one of my favorite talkers, Ben Shapiro, has been talking about the value of truth in politics and how it's come to a point where truth is kind of the last consideration, and that as long as you're winning, the truth does not matter. So it's kind of the same in that if you're not doing the hard thing, if you end up getting to where you want to be and you're not a person who can face adversity, then it really doesn't matter where you ended up, or it doesn't matter that you have those skills and strengths within you to overcome any kind of adversity. So not sure if any of this made sense. Feel like it's getting a little long, so I think I'm going to cut it off there. If you like these videos of me talking just about ideologies and comparing things, let me know if you want to see my opinion on any other comparisons or anything like that. Let me know. I'd be happy to check it out and maybe provide some more content. But hopefully that's good for the day. I'm going to just do some chores and everything for the rest of the day. So stay happy, stay bright, stay intelligent, and just keep your wits about you guys. Stay disciplined, and thanks for checking out my videos. I really appreciate it, and hope you have a great day.